Hey everybody, I know it looks like all the rest, but it's another day. So, like you saw, that box tore up last time off of that ripper tooth, left us back in the welding shop. We went with a new design. I'll show you what that is. We're about to test it out. No school today, so we've got Ryler. I got a little snowman over there, little Reggie bug. So here's the design that we went with. Yep, I got bigger nuts when in doubt. Anyways, so it's kind of just a hinge design with 3 large nuts. Those 2 are welded onto the box. That one's welded onto the ripper. Got a big old bolt in between. Same thing here. We went ahead and added this loader tooth on the bottom of there to hopefully give a little relief to the bottom corner of this box so it's not getting hooked on stuff. So without further ado, let's warm up our equipment and put that thing on. You start the backhoe, Lorenzo. I'll start up this dozer. So a bunch of the snow melted yesterday, and then today the temperature just dropped, so things are kind of frozen and cold around here. What, Reggie?
Want a snowball fight?
Snowball fight?
Yeah.
You don't want to snowball fight me. Ah! You'll be sorry you did that. Okay, I mentioned the drop in temperature in the cold, and then for the first time in the history that I've been around this bulldozer, it doesn't want to start, so I can't win for losing. I'm gonna try putting some jumper cables on it. It started to crank a little bit, but it was a little cold and didn't want to crank, and then now I got it where it's not enough battery to even turn it over. So. I don't know if I even mentioned to you that in the dark the other night while we were trying to leapfrog all of our trucks and equipment down to that corral, me and Riley had a little trouble on this old Dodge that we've been using. See, we drug it up out of the junkyard, and Big Bad Billy did a couple of things to it and got it running, so we've been using it. But there was something we never should have done. See, Big Bad Billy had that front tire bolted on with about 2.5 lug nuts. A bunch of the studs were ruined, and we've just been putting it off. We're gonna fix it later, right? Running around using it. Well, when I went to turn around in the middle of this road the other night and got against the bank, it snapped off almost all that was left of those studs. So that wheel is hanging by nothing right now. It's about to come off. So the truck's been sitting here for 2.5 days, sat here through that snowstorm. And we're just gonna rescue it right now and put it on our list of things we need to fix. But today we're gonna try to get some pipe in the ground. Anchor Brand Ranch head mechanic Lorenzo has inspected this here. What I wanna know, head mechanic, is how you ever let this thing out of the shop in this condition. Check this out. We got 1 lug nut out on the end of the stud. That one, at least that lug nut is on the stud to the top of the nut. And then nothing. This thing never should have been driven that way, but that's how junk kind of goes. But anyways, luckily it's all loaded up. We're gonna go back down.
I don't think any of our stuff is up to date.
Jumper cables have been running on that dozer for a half hour. We'll go see if it'll get started. It's never ending. Never ending. So while Lorenzo and I were loading that truck on the side of the road, I think poor Reggie Bug got attacked by a wildcat. Reggie. Oh, mercy. Let's see that cheek over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a wildcat got him while we were out messing around. Is that what got you, Reggie?
Ryler.
Oh, Ryler got you. It's cold, so these boys are hiding out in the truck with the heater on, and they can't help but get into mischief, apparently. Okay, now is the time when we hope for good luck. That's had time to put a bit of a charge on it. So, dang cat's never done this to me before. goes nothing. Dang it! What's going on here? Okay, with all this breaking down, I'm getting short on work trucks, so I'm having to unhook my old whiteboard from the stock trailer, take it from ranch work to pipeline work. While I was unhooking it earlier, I noticed something I want to show you. I'm about to show you the piece of equipment that's been with me longer than any other one. Come on. Now, this old Ford Power Stroke has been with me quite a while, but this dump truck from Tonka, that has been with me longer than any other piece of equipment I've got. That right there, I got for my 4th birthday, and that's been a little while ago. It's had a cab delete, and it has to kind of run on the rim on that left-hand side. But other than that, that thing's outplayed and outworked everything else I've got. How it has survived and is still kicking around, and why it's on the back of the flatbed truck right now, I don't know, but there you have it. My oldest piece of equipment. That's my Tonka toy from my 4th birthday. With these yahoos I've got, who knows how much longer that old dump truck can last, so I'm retiring it to nostalgia up here on the wall of the shop. Hey everybody, day 10,000,005. We're going to try again. I think I didn't even end up showing you the last breakage. This plow deal keeps breaking right there where it's hinged. We went with the new design of those nuts, and then welds just broke. We decided it was amateur welding. Yes, we're amateur welders. But we came home, looked on YouTube, learned a little bit about how to weld this big, stinking, thick, cold steel, and we think we did a better job. We even found some high-tech welding rods. I don't even know what the story is, but on the box was a piece of paper taped on there that said for railroad iron. So I assume it had to be for big boy stuff. And it looks like it's definitely better welding than it was before. Whether it's gonna work or not, I don't dare say, but I'm really hoping. Anchor Brand Ranch head welder Lorenzo, what do you think about the welding job this time?
It's gonna work.
All right, let's show a little bit of it. So we got the 3 nuts. 2 are welded on to that box, and 1 is welded on to the actual ripper. The ones that failed, it was the welds on the one welded to the ripper. That's what busted. But
shout out to the
yeah, some people in Arabia, they're out there in the sand doing this stuff, and they're making it work. So hopefully ours does too. Yeah, that's the amateur welding job. By the time you see this video, you'll know whether it worked or not. Right now, we're hoping it works. Let's go. All right, for the I don't know what team's time, we're gonna take this contraption, hook it up to the dozer, and attempt to put in some dang pipe today. This invention of ours looks like it should work, but the earth weighs 10 trillion billion tons. The bulldozer weighs 90,000 pounds, and those hinges in between that ripper and that box have to take the difference. There's a little kid wrestling tournament in Las Vegas today, so Laura and a bunch of the boys are headed down there to do some wrestling, but we've got Riley who's on the injured list, so we're gonna make him work. And we got Rhett. We just brought him along to give Mama a break. Rio, we got him on the crew today. This wrestling tournament got canceled. Everybody's sick. So we got a little bit of a hole dug right here. Set that ripper in, kind of bury it a little bit so it'll stand up, and then back the dozer up, set it on it. I really, really hope this works this time. I think it's broke 3 times now. Now, it hasn't been broke all the time. We've put in a few miles of pipe to get to this point, so something worked sort of, but it'd be nice if we could quit doing this and just lay pipe. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I can see you. Okay, Harley's got her fused together.
Dad, what are we doing? Dad, what are we?
We're about to test this out. Got a new shovel thanks to a Anchor Brand Ranch YouTube friend. Lorenzo knows how to use that thing too.
You know the real name of these things are called?
You can't be saying that on YouTube. People are sensitive on YouTube. You got to be careful with how you describe things.
It's not called the shovel, it's called the plow.
Okay, let's go have one more look at our invention here and see if anybody thinks they've got a better idea of how to do this. Okay, so I'm a teeny weeny bit. We recently added this chunk of channel iron with the yellow paint right there to square things up. The way it's touching right there, what I don't know is if we need to take the torch and whack it off to give some relief, or is that going to help support this whole thing? Is that going to take some torque off that bottom hinge by having that right there? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. We're about to test this thing out. driving, Rat. Don't crash. Don't crash.
Hey, I can hear you.
Hey, don't pass the bulldozer. Did who? The total length of this pipeline project is 15 miles. It goes in the shape of a T. Each one of these reels has approximately 1 mile worth of pipe. So run to the end of this mile, set it down, fuse a new one on, and hopefully keep on going without any more breakdowns. Come here, Rat. Come here, buddy.
Pick up a TV bit.
Down, down. Back that way a little bit. This little machine faces the pipe. It shaves that off so that both surfaces are exactly flush with each other. Once it's all flat, check it, make sure it's good, and bring in the heat. This baby right here is around 450 or 500 degrees. Put it in there for about 45 seconds. Get that HDPE pipe hot. Pull the heat out. Probably haven't seen me jump for joy very many times, but I'm about to leap. We just ran 15,000 feet of that pipe through that ripper, and it did perfect. Lorenzo said it ripped like butter. This right here where we're at is an intersection. That's why we're digging a big hole and making a mess. We're gonna go on. You can see the dozer down there that way, and then on that way. So for now we're done. We got to go to the house and get more pipe. Don't you want to come back after we get more pipe? No? This is so fun. Today was good. Today was good. Nothing broke down at all yet. We're gonna park things and head to the house.